Do you want to learn how to destroy the Still Bastion in ScourgeBringer? Here I'll show you all the tips and tricks for you to get better in this incredible game. Also, if you want more ScourgeBringer content, hit that subscribe button and activate the notifications for you to know when we upload a new video. Also, this is the second part of this series, so if you want to learn how to destroy the Untangled Ingress, come and watch the first part. The link will be in the description. Hello there, I'm PrimalChange, and let's start with tip number 1. Start slow and then move faster. The Still Bastion is a more dangerous stage than the previous one, so keep that in mind when attacking all of the enemies, because here you have a higher risk of being hurt. You should start moving slower while you learn all of your enemies' patterns and get used to them. Remember that using your brain is better than just using your muscles. Tip number 2. Take advantage of all the perks and weapons you got in the previous stage. You are stronger than in the first stage, because you had to buy improvements for you to destroy it. So take advantage of the situation and use all of the tools you have already acquired. The gun is much more useful in this stage, so manage correctly all of your ammunition. Also try to arrive at this stage with full health, because it will take you a lot of health to get used to the upgrade difficulty. Tip number 3. Look for the altar and the shop. The altar and the shop are very important because they can determine whether you have the opportunity to destroy the Still Bastion or die in the process. Getting better weapons and deciding for the correct perks is so important that you should stop and think a little bit of what you want. For example, if you have a good amount of health and you haven't lost a lot of it, maybe an attack perk can suit you better. Or on the contrary, you lost a lot of health and you think you can't continue without more, you should get more health upgrades. Remember, this always depends on the conditions of the game you are playing. Tip number 4. Do or do not explore all of the map. The Still Bastion can get tricky sometimes, so you should consider whether you want to explore all of it or just the parts that are important to you, because sometimes exploring can just weaken you and lower your chances to defeat the bosses. On the other hand, exploring can help you get much more doublets, giving you the opportunity to buy more improvements, making you stronger. So this is a decision you should make based on the situation. However, the most important rooms you should always look for are the shop, the altar, and the mid-boss and big boss room. By finding these 4 rooms, you have a better chance to get to the next stage. Tip number 5. Learn the way each enemy works. You should learn the patterns of your enemies. In this way, you can start passing through each and every room much faster. I will resume all the enemies for you super quickly. The pyramid. This enemy stays in the roofs and falls down when you get beneath them. When they fall off the roof, they release 2 bullets that go both sides of the enemy's corpse. Their level of harm is of 2. The jellyfish. They will leave a trace of bullets that will move slowly throughout the stage. They will disappear when hitting something or finishing the stage. Their level of harm is of 2. The big jellyfish. Actually, this enemy has never attacked me, so I'm not sure of what it does. It shoots super slow. Their level of harm is of 3. The little orange ones. These types of enemies will shoot 3 bullets at the same time. Beware of the spread. Their level of harm is of 3. The little diamonds. These types of enemies shoot a laser, but be cautious, their aim is very good. Also, they are very resistant. Their level of harm is of 4. The big diamonds. These types of enemies shoot 3 lasers in different directions, but focused on the same point, so beware. Their level of harm is of 5. The big orange ones. These enemies shoot many bullets that spread across the room. Their level of harm is of 5. Remember, all of these enemies can hurt you, so be careful with all of them. Tip number 6. Always try to kill all of the enemies in the same order. The Still Bastion has many enemies that can be a pain in the ass while trying to kill other enemies, so you should try to get a consistent order to kill them. This will help you destroy every stage with less risk of losing health. For example, you should consider killing the jellyfish first, because they can disrupt a huge part of the room with their slow bullets. This order depends on all the enemies you have in each and every room. Tip number 7. Develop your skill tree. The skill tree helps you get more prepared to destroy all of your enemies. Some of the improvements relate to health, extra slashes, and perks, so don't forget to check it out every once in a while. Also, the tree gets more beautiful with each and every skill you purchase. Tip number 8. How to destroy the mid-boss. The mid-boss of the Still Bastion can get very difficult if you let it attack you. Compared to the Untitled Ingress mid-boss, here you don't have platforms that can protect you, so you need to be more cautious. This boss creates bullets and lasers that disrupt the whole room, so you should try to kill it as fast as you can. I recommend you hitting it hard from the beginning and attacking it with all the tools you have acquired. In this way, you can defeat it before he can even try to attack you. Tip number 9. How to destroy the big boss. Candlemask is a very interesting boss, with a very cool design. Also, it is as difficult as it looks, and his attacks are more difficult to avoid, so I will describe every detail you need to know in order for you to destroy him. First of all, his attacks. Candlemask attacks are similar as the attacks of the Still Bastion mid-boss. It has flying bullets and lasers, but the patterns of its attacks change constantly. First, the lasers. It can attack with a horizontal laser that covers the whole room, so you have to jump and dash over it. But don't stay over Candlemask, because he shoots bullets upwards that can hurt you. Then you have the laser that rotates in the whole room. You should try to rotate the same way the laser does for you to evade it. Now, the bullets. Candlemask shoots bullets from the top of its head, and they fall down, so beware. At last, you have the exclamation attack. In this attack, Candlemask gets to the top of the stage and charges his attack, so you need to dash and heavy hit it for you to stun him and have the opportunity to attack him. Final note, shoot it with all the bullets you have and just hit it when he is doing the exclamation attack. Tip number 10. Become an expert in Still Bastion for you to destroy next stages, or in this case, the Wasted Pit. This stage is more difficult than the first one, so this will help you get more practice and become even better in this game. Remember, it is not as difficult as it looks, it just requires practice. These are the 10 tips and tricks I have for you to beat the Still Bastion. If you want to see a part 3 where we discuss some tips for the Wasted Pit, leave a like and comment below. From everyone here in Dual Blade, thank you very much for watching. Cheers!